His mama. Hey, y'all. This is Dr. Traci Harrell. I might have too much light on me right now. Let's see what happens if we cut it out. So 3 things have happened. We are live. Thank you so much. I have a production assistant adjusting the lighting. Thank you. Please keep doing that. We'll cut this one off for now and see what happens. So we're live from Ghana, Africa. So, we always talk about, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're always talking about the living powerfully experience. And this is what living powerfully means to me. I've been just jonesing to connect to my deeper cultural roots. And as you all know, I was able to partner with Afua Kuyate with the African Culture Arts Center. I'm doing some work for her right now. And what's super exciting is that I got to come to Africa. I actually had the money saved. Thank God. I'm so blessed to have been able to save the money and afford to come here. And I couldn't be more grateful. Today's Christmas. It says 12/23. I don't know if it's Christmas Eve here already. Oh, it's 6:01 p.m. for you all in Seattle, but it is 2:00 in the morning for us here on Christmas Eve in Ghana. So what I wanted to share today were really a few things. I still have a few technology issues I do have to share, but we've been capturing videos. We've been telling stories, and there's been so much that happened since we got here. Week 1, I didn't get to share those videos. I think I mentioned that I met this dude, this handsome gentleman who was the author of a book about the Gold Coast Castle. What's it called? Cape Coast Castle. I have a native here in the room with me who's been supporting me. Cape Coast Castle. And his book was called Our Story. So I think I talked about it. I don't think we were able to share the video. I'm going to ask my production assistant to give me a chat if he can get into StreamYard and can see those videos that were set up for last week. If you can see them and you want to pull one up, let me know. I would love that. If not, I'm going to share my screen and share 3 other videos. So let me know, darling. Daniel, my production assistant, let me know. But what I want to share with you guys is this is what going to Africa looks like and feels like. First of all, what a fool was able to do is, I like when I travel, I like a 5-star experience. But I'm also like, I'm a little ghetto, I'm a little bougie, right? I'm bougie in that I like nice things, but I'm ghetto in that I understand the value of like hard work and doing what it takes to get what you want, right? And so I like going into the real culture, the real communities. And so that's what AFO has allowed us to do. Like, we're not just having a 5-star experience. We're having a real experience with bathrooms that may or may not have running water. That's true. We actually visited a nun who had this beautiful mansion and there wasn't running water in it. It was on the side of a mountain. It was gorgeous, beautiful view. And so it is what it is, right? But we also see this highly industrial place with the people have been so loving and so kind, right? And so welcoming and so loving. I feel like this is home. When they talk about come home, return home, I feel like this is home. I haven't even done my DNA. I don't know if I have Ghanaian DNA, but I got Ghanaian cheekbones. I've seen my twin here, like, I don't know how many times, right? These are Ghanaian cheekbones. I'm actually sitting here with someone who looks like my brother, literally, like we could be related. So I'm going to say I have Ghanaian genes. What I want to share with you all right now are 3 things. I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Yay, present. And what we did today, and so I'll kind of work backwards. The first thing we did today, we went to something called the Independence Square. Thank you very much. Independence Square. So it's almost like, he said it was like the Eiffel Tower when you're in, or the Statue of Liberty for us. It's like, it's a monument that it's a testimony to the struggle and the liberty, etc. But the stories, the real story, not just about Ghanaian independence, but there's some statues there of some soldiers who were a part of. Oh my God, I love my producer. He's so awesome. That is it. He doesn't even have my pictures. I think he pulled this up. So thank you. Yes, that is Independence Square. That is exactly where we were today. You can walk up into the top of it. There's a beautiful space right outside of it. But when they told the story, I'm going to pull up this video. Nathan, Daniel, tell me if I'm getting this right. But I'm going to share this video of this is our tour guide. His name is Kudus. He's so cool. But he tells the inside story, not just about the Ghanaian independence, but how Ghanaian warriors, soldiers participated in World War II to stop Hitler. We're part of the U.S. soldiers obviously participated as well did others. So there's a statue in this same space. There's a statue of a warrior. And we were asking, like, what is the story about that? And when he tells the story, it's like, oh, my goodness. Check this out. I think I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Let me go back and make sure I'm sharing this out. I don't want that to be a rookie mistake. You know what I mean? Share screen. Okay, that's good. Apparently, I'm going to share this video, Story of Independence Hall. Yay. We got it. So I'm going to press play, and I'm going to press full screen.
Right. Like I was saying, this is Independence Square. This is Independence Avenue. That's Independence Square over there. And this is like a Freedom and Justice Center.
Freedom and Justice Center.
When our vice president was able to fight for the independence for Ghana, this is where he addressed the nation, that the nation is independent. So each and every year on the 6th March, we are all Ghanaians, the military, the police, or the security agency, plus the president, the traditional leaders, and all the citizens have to come to celebrate Independence Day. The very statue you see there, the monument you see there, yes. The statue, the soldier yes. statue over there was called Agiti Soa. He's a gunman from Accra, indigenous of this town.
Okay.
They were the soldiers, during the colony, the British was ruling. So during the Second World War, when the British realized that they were losing the war, they have to come in to recruit the great warriors of Africa. We know African soldiers fight efficiently. They are very good when it comes to war. African soldiers, like everybody knows, are the most best soldiers on earth.
Yes.
So when they were losing the war during the Second World War, they had to come in and recruit. They thought it wise. That look, these people were really tough when it comes to army. We train our military. They say we train our military in Britain for 5 years. What they find it difficult doing, African soldier within a week will be able to do it perfect. And on the target, when it comes to snipers and when it comes to crazy fighters, they are just something else. So they find it very wise that let's come and recruit African soldiers. So they recruit Ghanaian soldiers and Nigerian soldiers, plus some Indian soldiers, and send them to Burma and other places to be able to defeat the Japanese who were supporting out of Hitler. So when they send African soldiers to, by then, the Hitler was able to penetrate France all the way to Paris, and in England, it was in central London. So until they sent African soldiers, they were able to push Adolf Hitler soldiers back. And when they were when they come to the jungle warfare, the African soldiers were those who brought the kind of like painting yourself dark, and because they were dark in complexion, the white couldn't spot them that easy. So when you have a black sniper down in the bush, white people will be passing, and the black people are first people, because when we go for hunting for animals, we do disguise ourselves with the weeds, with trees and that kind of stuff. So we're doing that, and the white people were like, wow, these people were clever. So white people, the Germans will be passing just in front of them, passing by a soldier like this, that didn't know it's a human being. So they signal themselves when they get them at the middle and they finish them. So that's how we're able to defeat Adolf Hitler. So these soldiers were those who went and fought for Sergeant Agiti Soa. When they fought and came back, what was promised them by the British that they would be given, and when they came, the British refused to give them. So they marched to the castle where the governor, the British governor was, to demand their money. They were armless, going for peace. That you came with the promise, you didn't fulfill. You promised giving us houses, you promised giving our family good welfare, you promised to pay us this money. The money did not come. So they were just to demand for what is due then. Then the government came out and ordered the soldiers to shoot them.
Stop it.
So the commander was a Nigerian man who was an Hausa man. He spoke in Hausa language, said, Kakubuga, don't shoot. We can't kill our own people.
Nice.
Then he took the gun, the governor took one of the machine guns himself and started opening fire on our soldiers. So Sergeant Tagetu Suwa and the 3 others who are from this and lost their lives.
Wow.
That's how the statue was there. So that's a brief I got in here.
Wow. They talk about the resilience of this community. That is something, that's hardcore right there.
So every year we celebrate them on this very ground here. The
Wow.
people also come and celebrate them, mourn them for what they've done for their dear country.
Wow. That is amazing. Ooh. I'm going to stop sharing. Going back to the StreamYard. Hopefully that shared. Oh, it did. It was sharing perfectly. So I'm going to stop sharing and bring myself back in. I guess I'll stop sharing now. Yay. Yay. That worked perfectly. How about that as a story from a true Ghanaian, not only about the history, not only about the independence, but again, just more opportunities where shenanigans. There you go. That's where we were. Thank you. Oh my God. I have the best producers ever. He's pulling up pictures. Thank you so much. So yes. This is where we were, Independence Square, which includes I don't know if he has a picture of the statue, but again, this is just part of the history of a country that says, you know what, we're also, that's our history too. Right? These are our people. It was so beautiful. I don't know if I have I think that's enough for this. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's just one of the things that we wanted to share. We also were able to visit the Volta region, and we took a ride on the Volta River. I could tell you some details, and I'm sure I will have a map at some point about the Volta River, but let me just show you my little tour of the Volta River right now. I will go to present and share my screen again, and I will share this video. And this was fun. It wasn't just about us, having a great experience. It was seeing the culture and the community that's Riverside, but I did have a good time. So here's me having a good time. I think I am full screen and y'all hear the song? I'm gonna live my life today. I love my life. We love my life. I'm gonna live my life today. Look at this view. Look at this beautiful bridge we're going under. Hear this music. Yes. I have to stop sharing. Is that cute or what? Right? The Volta River in Ghana. There it is. There are all these islands. Thank you. Oh my God, I have the best producers ever. The Volta River in Ghana is an area that has islands. It's right between some dams. So there's these man-made islands that are actually owned by different. One is, I think, owned by the Jamaican government. One is owned by the Jamaican community. One is owned by the government. But there are these actual communities and islands that have been created. Lots of fishing that are still happening in these spaces. He talked about, the communities that are just vibrant along this river and this Volta region. It's just a beautiful thing. Oh, the other thing we saw is we did do, I don't think I have any videos here today. Thank you so much. But there's a dam. What is the dam called? The dam that provides power to Ghana? Akosumba Dam. Yes, we actually took a tour of Akosumba. How do I say it? Akosumba. I think I got it right. Akosumba Dam. Oh my God. Yes. I love my team. This is the dam. It provides power to to Ghana and other countries as well. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. So to be there, when you think about a third world country, right, you can say what you want to say, but they're providing through hydro electronics. I don't know the exact term. Hydroelectronics, is that what it is? He said, I got it right. Look it up. So we did do a tour, the Akosumba Dam. Again, just to see the massive size of this dam. Again, ecologically or energy-wise, it produces power, right? Clean power. But then, again, what happens on the far side of a dam when a dam is created is, there's changes that happen in the river, and that's what we were able to experience on the other end of that cruise. And it was very beautiful. It's still a vibrant community. There's another smaller dam at the other end. You saw that beautiful bridge that was in place. So it's just been a wonderful experience to learn about the history, but also the resilience of this community. Daniel, I haven't seen any chats from you yet, but let me know. You're already exceeding my expectations. I have one more video that I wanted to share. And it's a little bit of a fun time. This just happened yesterday evening, I think. It could have been 2 days ago. It's all a blur. I've only been here for 7 days, and it feels like a lot longer. We were nonstop, early to late, and we went to a place with live Ghanaian music. And I want to play a little bit of it so you can hear the energy. It was live. Let's just see if I make this work. So I'm going to present again. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to play a video from a place called Plus 233, which is like us. You know how we sometimes will, I'm going to my own YouTube channel, a little shameless plug. It's Traci Harrell, Bigger Than Me. And I'm actually just kind of chronicling my videos here. Oh, this is one I want to share too. So we were at this African club with live jazz music. I'm gonna play that, then I'm gonna come back and play the Our Story video. So let me play this one. Very much like our music. Aqua, you guys know her from Seattle, her friend, and our other security. Okay. It is very good. See the vibe in the room? Right? Do you love that? Okay, I'll stop sharing. Thank you. I will stop sharing and get back to StreamYard. Thank you. How cool is that, right? Very Caribbean sounding. What did you say you call this? High life? High life or high lights? High life. High life music. So it's it feels very reggae, but it also feels, Afro, what do you call it? Afro beats. So I'm learning, y'all. I'm just having an experience all around. There's a few other things I wanted to share. Let me just go back again. I think it's next week we're going to be going to, Daniel, keep me honest here. I want to make sure I didn't already share the video of the Our Story. Did I share that video already? Oops. Let me go back. And I want to share, it's not the one. I want to share the video that I did with the author who wrote the book about Cape Coast. Is that what it is? Cape Coast Castle. He actually works at the castle. He has a restaurant in the castle. And I don't think I shared that, but I want to share this video. Oh, maybe I did share it. I can't remember. Let's just see. I don't think I had the capabilities. I think I was on my phone. Am I sharing? Accra. I wasn't even saying the name right, so let me go back. Okay, guys, let me share my screen. So what I'm going to share with you is an interview that I did with an author who, according to, from what I'm hearing, Cape Coast is one of the most pivotal parts of the Ghanaian history and the slave trade to the U.S., right? We think about the door to no return. We went to one of those doors to no return today. I don't have that video. I will be able to share it again in the future. But this is the massive door to no return. So check this out. Check this out. So this was me at the airport. I was in Amsterdam on my way to Africa, and that's what this video is going to be.
Hey y'all, this is Dr. Traci Harrell, and I'm live on my way to Accra. And guess what? I met an author who wrote a book about our story. You know, I'm going to tell our story. Tell us who you are. And tell us about your book.
Well, my name is Chris C.S.L. Blankson. I work in the Cape Coast Castle, and I'm an author of this new book that just came out. And so we met coincidentally here when she said she was going to Ghana. And I said, wow, you can have this book and read it and share with your friends. And I said, oh, wow, I'm going to Cape Coast Castle. So, yeah, that's how we met.
So tell me why the Cape Coast Castle is so important.
Well, it's important because of the transportation of our family, parts of our family across the Atlantic into the Americas, the Caribbean, and the West Indies. And also the division that it has set up over the years, misinformation about Black people, etc., etc. So the Cape Coast Castle is now a bridge between the Africans in diaspora and Africans at home. Where we come to study, we get together to study our story and our predicaments.
Our predicaments. Yes. I love it. Y'all, this is we're about to get on the plane. I just could not miss this moment to talk about divine intervention. I'm here to tell our story, and I'm with an author who wrote a book about our story. Tell us the entire title so people can find it.
Well, it's our story about the Cape Coast Castle and the transatlantic slave trade.
There you go. You heard it here, people. More to come. We're headed to Africa. We're going to Ghana right now, y'all. It's on. Aquaba. What does that mean?
You're going to come back. When we use this mostly to this, welcome.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome. More to come. Bye.
Welcome. Oh my God, I love this so much. I love this so much. I think we're coming up on our first break. Ooh, is that the castle we were at? Oh my God, it is. That's the castle we were at today. Oh, that's Cape Coast Castle. Thank you very much. Today we also visited, is it Osu Castle? Osu Castle. That's where we were today. OSU. I actually have a rock in my bag from there. They had us walk through the they talked about the history and how they kept building to this building on this castle based on, you know, the various communities that colonized Ghana before their independence. Once they became independent, that space, apparently it's now an active maritime. There you go. That's where we were today. Thank you so much. Osu Castle. We were there today. It was absolutely beautiful. Right in the front of that, there's a, they took us into the spaces where, it was actually being used for various trade elements. One of the trade elements was slaves. So then they walk you down this, it's called the Stairs of No Return. Stairs of No Return. Stairs of No Return. And they have them in multiple castles. I thought there was just one, but apparently, in the castles, someone said there's between 9 and 11 castles that were identified in Africa where Africans didn't know they were being kidnapped, they were being brought to this space, they were, didn't know what they were going to be used for until they got down to, through these chambers where they were being held. And then they walked down the stair to no return, actually takes you to the beach. And then they said, and we walked on that beach. We walked down the stairs. And the way they described it, and you'll see a video of this probably next week, but the way they described it, it was so serious. We were kind of joking a little bit about it. We were like, not joking. Joking is probably the wrong word. But you try to lighten up a situation that's just messed up beyond belief. It could be very emotional. So it's a tight walk. And the guy was like, it was intentionally tight so that only one human body could be, could go down this path so that they couldn't begin to revolt, so they could control the movement of these slaves. And then when they got to the shore, when they got out the door, that's why it's the door of no return. So now you get to and then you're at the beach. You go down these stairs, tight, winding stairs. So you can't really see each other, right? You get down to the beach, and they said they were shuttling the slaves into these small boats. And then they were like, if you struggled and you didn't want to get into the boat, then you were typically shackled to 3 to 4 to 5 other people, or a number of other people. I won't say a number, but you were shackled to a number of other people. And if you didn't want to go, they then threatened to shoot you and the people that you were with. So then people are kind of like, man, I got to actually, basically some people decided to jump overboard and do all kind of things. But obviously many, many, many millions, right, of African bodies were stolen from the motherland, and those are the people that I'm descendant from. So it was intense to have that experience, and to know that was kind of the experience that they had. So we fortunately walked down to the beach and got our feet in the water, and were able to just kind of sit in the moment of like the tragedy. And of course we know what happened as they were in the boats, and we know that story. But just to be here in that moment, and to be around Ghanaians who could say that this was our truth, this was our true story. The other castle we went to today was the Ga Castle. It was the Ga, and it had another word after it, Ga something mastering or something castle. We met the top chief. I'll pause. I guess I should pause and take a breath. That was the Osu Castle. It was the stairs of no return. It was intense. It included a beach, or walk down some stairs, which was then you landed on a beach, which was your last step to being put on the big boat. You got into a small boat that was taking you to a big boat, and then you were being shipped to the Americas. So super, super sad, super uncomfortable. But again, we're thrilled and blessed and honored to just be able to walk in those footsteps of our ancestors. I talk fast sometimes. I just wanted to pause on that moment. The stairs of no return. Thank you. Thank you for that. So the next castle that we visited today, and it was the Ga Mansion. Thank you. It's not a castle, it's a mansion. The GA Mansion. I think they had the word castle. Maybe, is it mansion?
It's Manche.
Oh, Manche. And then castle. No castle. He's like, they ain't got that. No. So look, the GA is the word. And apparently it's there is a chief. The chiefs are there. Chiefs of these major tribes, and people still honor. Oh, it's break time. There you go. 6:27. It's break time. Thank you, Daniel. Guys, stay with us. There's more to come right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. This is Dr. Traci Harrell, and you're watching Living Powerfully, the Living Powerfully experience. It is better together, baby. We got this. See you soon. Hey, y'all. This is Dr. Traci Harrell, and you're watching the Living Powerfully Experience. We are live from Ghana, so if there's any technical issues, bear with us. I know the lighting is a little weird, but it's okay. Look at this in the background. I'm actually in my hotel room, and that's the, you see that beautiful black lady on the wall? I know, I just kind of wanted to sit here so you could see. It is all Africa all the time here in Ghana, y'all. It is a country that is thriving, there's an opportunity for you to come here and have an experience of a lifetime. That's all I can say, right? We're only 7-8 days into a 30-day experience, and it's already been absolutely incredible. I got fortunate enough that, again, I could tell you about all kinds of things, but I'm gonna let you hear from our guide. His name is Kudus, and again, Afua Coyote with the Adafua, the African Cultural Workshops. She's been working in community for over 40 years. Did you hear me? 40 years focusing on African culture. And we're creating a opportunity for you to join us right here in Africa. This is something that's a part of the work that she does. We all pay individually to come to have a truly immersive experience. This is not surface level, go, see a safari and say, I went to Africa. No, this is about truly having a deep experience. It's a learning experience. It's an experience that again, I can never say thank you for. I think you guys may notice I normally wear a single necklace for my entire lifetime. It's been not lifetime, that's not true. But this necklace here is probably what you see me in. I have recently purchased, which you will now see me in, this necklace, which has Adinkra symbols, which are African symbols. Do you love these earrings? It means abundance. So in 2024, my theme for 2024 was less is more in 2024. My theme for 25 is it's time to thrive in 2025. So when I saw these earrings with the abundance symbol, I was like, yep, I'm in. I want to see that every time I look in the mirror, right? I also got bracelets because, you don't see your own face in necklaces on a regular basis. But I also got 2 beautiful bracelets with the Ndinkra symbols on both arms. So shackles on my hands and feet are shackles of freedom, baby. So we'll talk another time. I have a whole book about the Adinkra symbols, but I'm trying to memorize them myself and make it part of really who I am. I help people with their transformations. This is part of mine. The Adinkra symbols, include lessons and cultural, words of wisdom. So it's really powerful. So it's another way to go deep in your culture. And so again, I couldn't be more proud to just be here. What I'm going to share is just the voice of a true Ghanaian. This is, again, Kudus. I'll put more details later, but I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to let you hear from this dude who is all about sharing wisdom. So I'm going to share my screen. Check this out.
God is the creator. He made things possible. So if he created me in his own image, he should be able to make things possible as well. 6 months ago, you people have been meeting, planning to come down here. Here's the case today you make it. It means you are people who are able to make it. So I thank you for that. I thank you for that visionary thinking, for you to choose to know that one time our ancestors were taken from Africa. And I'm in America, everything is fine. What do I want in Africa? But you said, no, I want to go back to the roots. I want to trace, I want to change, I want to know, I want to see my people. When you people are here, it's like what some of us consider in the first place. It's like coming to look at us to see how are your children doing, how is my family doing. I didn't find that's the purpose of coming. Many people in other race, they come here for business. They don't have time to come here for us. They just come and loot and go. Are you going to loot? Are you taking anything away? Only take what belongs to you, which is your culture. Nothing else. So this is the kind of, I remember our former president, called the Rollins, made a statement when he went to Harlem. He said Harlem is he discovered Harlem to be a black Mecca. You know, all the Muslims go to village in Mecca, and Harlem is a black Mecca. And he said those who migrate from the state to come down here are people who have been like a kind of a holy war. They sacrifice their money, the time, the place, everything, just to come to Africa and see their own people. So if you don't welcome such a person, who will you welcome? You are great people. We thank you for coming. We thank you for the first day you made an initiative thinking of coming to Africa. Some of you have been here once, not only in Ghana, but in Africa everywhere. Some of you have been in Africa twice, some of you have been in Africa 3 times. If you don't have that kind of a faith, you don't connect your people, nothing will encourage you to do that. So I'm welcoming you once again. Before our introduction, what I would like to start, but I would like to say something little about a great lady. We call her our Queen Afua.
Yes. Yes.
For the past almost 20 years. Yeah. That was the first time we met. And she's somebody I cherish so much. She always like to do everything possible to help people in diaspora, connect with our people here. She has been here, she has been in so many African countries, she knows what it says, and she's like, no, I take it part of my work to make sure that I make people come. And when you come, there's a lot you have to gain from your own observation, the relationship, the cordial relationship, the understanding. When you come to, you also learn so much from you, so much express from you, in as much to exchange ideas, thoughts, everything. We learn from you so much. So she's been so great, so genius, and I thank her for a good job. My name is Kudus Sika. I made it short. I'm Kudus Razak. Kudus Razak Degrees to Sika. I'm just making it short. Kudus Sika.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Kudus Sika. This is my colleague who'll be working all together, our brother Sumaila Nafron. This is my son. Definitely have to be Razak Sika. Yeah, so introduction from our side that's my people. My family. Mostly we don't say in Africa there's one interesting thing. Sometimes friends, when we are friends, the better we are best with. For some time now I can't just say my friend. It's some of the things we need to do. Then we become what brothers. You, me, you, all of us are brothers, sisters, period. Because it's what gets us together. It's what connects us together. Immediately that thing is there. I always say there's kind of like a second DNA. The right one is there, and this is the second one. That understanding is just our brain, our thinking, our set. The way we accept one another, bring us to a common DNA to become one strong people. Yeah, so I would like to also have the introduction from your side, your names, and I'll be there, we take it from there.
That's really good. Thank you.
In Ghana, it's totally different, totally at home. Because during our independence, one of the greatest sons of Africa was our first president, called Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He was a Pan-Africanist. He was a revolutionary. He was, I don't know how to describe him. He's a great son of Africa. And he stood in US. He was in Lincoln. He was in Britain. He was in Lincoln as well. And he knows the dynamics of the white people. So he understands what it takes to be independent person. So when he was fighting for independence, his way of fighting for independence was totally different from others.
Was it physical, or he was doing it in the courts, or?
Yeah, it was physical in the government, but political. It was a revolution. One precisely for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Who owned it? I mean, who were you under?
Britain. We're under Britain.
Oh,
We're
okay.
under British then. So he fought for total independence. And we're then using our currency was pound sterling.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And he's like, this is an African soil. We have no any connection with white man for whatsoever. Africa has to be for Africans, period. It's Americans for Americans, period. British for British, period. So Africa just gotta be for Africans and nothing else. He's that type of leader. And in within the country, we have some people who are like the white stooges who were not trying to understand him properly because they were dancing to the tune of the white men. But he was like, come on, Africa for Africa, finish. So our way of independence was to cut the white man totally from our system. So we should own our own destiny,
Right.
do our own things in an African way. To the extent it feels like no, every African shouldn't have name like James,
Yeah.
like Michael.
Yeah,
We just
exactly.
you're an African. We should, we have like this tribe, we have like 26 tribes in Ghana, different tribes that we have. The popular ones are like Asante, Ghana, Hausa, Gabani. We have like the big tribes, majority tribes and minority tribes. Where everybody values those. So it's like, okay, if you're coming from this tribe, your name should come from your own dialect. Because if you're an Ashanti or an Asante, you're not a white man. Therefore, who are you from Michael?
Right.
It's white man's name.
Right.
So he was that. Okay. And
You said that.
being a Pan-Africanist, so it's more in connection with our people in diaspora.
Yes.
It was with the Du Bois, George Piedmont. Malcolm X have to visit him, Martin Luther King have to come to visit him. He was totally Pan-Africanist, so he's totally connected with the people in diaspora. Michael Garvey, blah, blah, blah. So our understanding was this country doesn't belong to only Ghanaians. Whoever come from diaspora, because people were taking them, you don't know where you were taking from. So when they come home, they are home.
Got it.
No necessity. To him, doesn't even care about DNA. Any African soil is your soil. That's the kind of person he is. So during his government, he has very sensitive from the United States, from the diaspora, African Americans were involved in his government. I don't want to go too much on that because if you go in there, you see what I'm talking about. You see the monument, you see the pieces they left together, and see what means Ghana. So when you are here, you are home. You are home. You know, and believe me, our people are very, very good in hospitality. They treat you better than you treat me. Take it from me.
They treat Black Americans better?
I'm telling you, Black Americans, any other person from another country, will treat you better than you treat me. I'm just telling our sisters here that when you are here, you will treat even them better than you treat me. That's enough for you. That's how we are. Yes. Yeah. You
Just
go,
hospitality.
You go hospitality. Ask anybody what you want, any help you want. It's just like quickly just after that.
That is so nice.
Though we have some bad not in the system.
Yeah.
Definitely it's everywhere.
Yeah.
98% of the citizens are very hospitable.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
They're very safe.
Very safe.
Yeah, I'm not used to that.
That's the difference between we and other countries like South Africa, that place, maybe just one about Nigeria, something not that easy.
Yeah.
But Ghana, crime is very less. Crime is very less, if not even because something the economy, due to the economical hardship and the young guys trying to back. Yes, sir. You be walking down the street for 1 year, you haven't come across any crime. Frankly, since I was born, I've never seen a physical way of robbing. I've never seen it.
Really?
Wow.
What about murders?
Never.
My goodness.
I've never. That you hear it sometimes it comes. The whole thing is like this. In Africa, when one person is murdered, it's a news.
Big thing.
Yeah, it's a big thing. You know, you be hear somebody's murdered fast somewhere. You all hear it, people discuss on the TV. You know, doing of late just recently have some political from one party were just like kind of a Trump. and we do have that problem too. Like kind of a Trump kind of government.
Here?
No, I mean just like because like stubborn kind of government, radical kind of government. So the one we had was having a slight political misunderstanding with the other one. Sometimes they end up fighting. Sometimes they end up losing their life. I think 2 people lost their lives during the election. So these are some of the things that hopefully during our democracy, we are new democracy. So sometimes the misunderstanding could be something, but it just that was just weighing out. And that's why even its own people voted against it. We don't want violence. We don't want violence. So its own people even voted against it. They lost all the seats in parliament. It's just because of the behavior, which is very foreign to us. So the country is very peaceful. The country is very peaceful. Ghana is going to be a very peaceful country.
I say African American. Well, we say African American. You guys say Black Americans. Who are moving here? A lot
of them.
Yeah.
You see a lot of them.
Where's a good area to? I mean, I shouldn't say they're not all bad, but where's a good area for like an American to move to if they were going to relocate?
Oh, we have I do estate. I'm into the estate business as well as an agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we have the locations for people from diaspora.
Really?
Yes, we have locations for people from diaspora.
I don't know if I want to buy.
You can buy a land, build your own house, and I will recommend a place called Free for you. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I will recommend a place called Aburi. Aburi is
how you spell it?
Aburi is ABURY. Sorry, RI. Aburi. Yes. Not far from, just a suburb of Accra. It's just like a part of Accra, but it's on the high mountains. So the climate there is totally different. Not the climate. Cooler. Not like cool. When we say cool, it's not your cool.
Right.
Yes,
70, 80?
No, not to that extent. Here it's very hot. We live in a hot climate.
Okay.
So that place, because it's in the high vegetation on the mountain, it's a bit cooler, and it gets to a point. It's very nice. It's mostly the weather outside, just like that's what we have in this room right now.
This is nice.
I'm telling you love it. One of my own cousins just came from Spain. The other time we visited the place. We have it in the sections. He couldn't help himself. He called the other brother in the US and said, we need to buy. So they just like purchasing, they just like paying. So the reason why I recommend that place, there's few African Americans there. It's all that I have to live whereby it's easy for you to meet your people. There's Jamaicans, African American, African British. We have our Ghanaian community who lives in America and all that. So you always that's one with people you understand, people that come from the same page. Then the second place is Pram. Chisola, Alpha's daughter have a land over there. Chisola, you know Chisola?
Yes.
That's from Pram. It's a beach area.
Yes.
That place is fine. So you have,
we're going there. That's on the map.
We're going all these places. So as we visit, you see you choose what you want.
So we're going to agree.
We're going to agree. That's like what you mentioned. Just started to mention this word.
All right.
Malto means I belong to God. And I'm from the southern part of Ghana. We call it the Volta region. This country. And we have here John Atisu.
John.
From Volta region. But we popularly call him Rasta. He has no hair, but we call him Rasta. And we have a Foya. All of us are from the southern part of Ghana. We have Tito. He was born on Thursday. That's why it's called Yam. Ghana, we're giving names according to the days in the week. So we can also call me Koshi. I was born on Sunday. Thursday, Friday. So we are here to have fun with you. We're going to drum. We sing a little bit. And if possible, digest your food.
That's
Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. So we just finished with Waka. The rhythm we just played is called Waka. Waka is from the clan. You know, Traci Harrell belongs to clan people. Yes. So it's a slow part of Palungu. You know, normally if you want to play the Palungu also belongs to the clan people. While the slow and the fast. So the one you just witnessed is the slow part. Now we are going to start with the fast one. Then in between, we pause a little bit and I'll teach you a song. Then we come back to it, we clap and sing along with the Palungu rhythm. Getting to the end, then we go out and we will come and teach you how to move your.
Oh,
You know?
yes.
That's what we're going to do to get some 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes.
I love your smile, you know. There is nothing important in this world than smiling. Yeah, number one. Yeah, number one. No, your hands are with bad spirit, evil things. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just keep the smile going, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm a man on board, so I'm called Oshi.
Koshi.
If you're a woman is Akosua. Hello, Akos. Akosua or Akos.
What's Tuesday?
Tuesday is
A woman
Abra.
Tuesday. Abra.
Nuda, Binaga, Abina.
For me?
He is Kobna, a man. You are Abina.
Abana. Abana.
Some people in my side of where I'm coming from, it's called Abla.
Abla.
But Ashantis and Akantra, they say Abina.
Abina.
That's all the same.
Okay.
So Akos or she. Which day were you born? Ah! He's the man. Oshi. Let's give Oshi a hand. All right, so we're going to start with the first one, Palungu. Okay? We play for about 10 minutes, then we write a song, then dancing will come.
Was that lovely or what? I don't know, but I feel so blessed and grateful to be able to come to you live from Ghana, to be able to bring these voices to you directly from Ghana. I think I have tell me how many minutes left. I think I have 2 minutes left. Let me know for my producers, anything you want me to announce, let me know. But for the 2 minutes, they're great. So I have 2 minutes left. And what I wanted to share during that time is really, again, sometimes, none of us are promised tomorrow. And I can say that. I'm wearing an outfit that I brought here. It has a little African theme. I mentioned that I got this necklace that has these Adinkra symbols in them. Some of them talk about, this concept of community and unity and just truth telling. And again, the believing in the abundance, not biting off the head for someone who has harmed you. It talks about, interconnectivity. So it's really those words and those principles that I'm excited about learning more about, but I really want to make sure I show up and we show up differently. So, coming to Africa for me is not just about, and I am having great food, by the way. We're eating great food. We're meeting amazing people. We're learning about the culture. We're walking in the steps of our ancestors, literally walking in the steps of our ancestors. And so it's been transformative already. It's been an amazing experience already. There's so much more to come. I asked for you to join us right here next week, live again. Again, we'll have some awesome videos of the next stages of this work. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. We will be here on the motherland for both Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve. And 2 weeks after that, we don't actually come home until I don't come home until January 14th. So we will be here deeply connecting in community. And I felt so welcome, so loved, so grateful, so much more to come. This is Dr. Traci Harrell. You're watching the Living Powerfully Experience, and this is part of what it means to live powerfully. It really is about connecting deeply with your values, your roots, your history, and then you showing up, living your legacy right now. Live your legacy now. More to come. See you soon. Next up is F&O, y'all. F&O is set. Thank you with Midnight Sports. Thanks.